presses are something I believe that can give you a little edge on your bench press. I like using the bench blocks. They have two sizes. This one is, if you hold it this way, it's a 3-board. This way is a 4-board, and this way is a 5-board, or they even have a smaller size. If you want to do 1 board, and then we marked them on here, and then there's a 2-board and a 1.5 board on here, half board this way. So idea with the board presses is it keeps you in your slot, but it works the top end of the bench. So when you're choosing which kind of board you want to do, really you want to look at your heavy bench sets and see where you fail. Do you fail here? Do you fail here? Do you fail here? Which area is the hardest for you during your lockout, the middle, upper, or at the very top? And that's where you're going to set your board. So I tend to do a 3-board chest press. It's kind of the sticking point right in the middle for me. So it allows me to work this part of the bench press from here and up. I also think overloading is super important. It's one of the things I think has raised my game in the bench, is being able to lift weights that I can't normally lift. It kind of gets you prepared to lift those giant weights that you can't quite get to yet, but maybe will later on. If you really want to overload a board press, you can put on a slingshot or a ram or whatever manufacturer of your choice. I like using just the least resistance slingshot. This is called the reactive slingshot by Mark Bell. You can, and they have different degrees. There's, let's see, there's the original slingshot. There's the Mad Dog that actually got it's got extra spring, extra rubber in it. And then there's also the Ram that Titan puts out, which is a little bit different. But the whole idea is it gives you some assistance off your chest. So when I like putting this on, I take it, and there's a little hole right here in the arm sleeve. And so I like to move it up so that my elbow bends right about where that sleeve is. Then I put the other one on, and then it should be tough to get down like that, okay? Some people like to wear them a little higher, a little lower, but that's about where I like to wear it at. So this, I would say, probably adds this one. Normally I could do like a 3-board press with probably 305, 310. If I put the slingshot on, I can do it 355, 360. So it really does allow you to add in a lot more weight. It helps you a little bit spring at the bottom, but the very top you are doing yourself. So you are doing the lockout at the very top is the work that you're getting in. So the bench block is pretty easy to put on. Just put it on the center of the bar. Longer side out this way, and then you kind of want to, if you don't have someone that's going to adjust it when they take it out, you want it a little bit at an angle because your chest will be at a slight angle there. If it's not perfectly right, the first one will kind of set it in the right place. So after you get your slingshot on, I like to wrap up after that. So here I'm going to get into my normal bench setup. I'm going to get high on my shoulders, and it's a little bit difficult to get your hands in the right spot because of the slingshot, but you got to force your hands to get to where you normally place them in a regular bench. And I just sort of force my elbows off to the side and then adjust the block so it's a little diagonal so it'll hit your chest flush. Right when the board's hitting off my chest, I work on what I call the pinky squeeze. So I'm working on squeezing my last 2 fingers hard around the bar, and what that does is it turns your triceps just a hair and allows for an easier lockout. So this is just one variation I like to use. I usually do them every other week, and I do 3 sets of 5. If I get the 3 sets of 5, I go up 5 pounds the next time. If I miss, I stay there. If I keep missing, I drop the weight. And it's just a good way, if your bench is stalling and you want to see improvements in your bench press, it's just another added exercise that can increase that piece of your lift.